What's good, besties? Welcome back for, let's call this an update video on my interpretation of everything that has happened in our house. Sorry about that, this noise, it's my drink. For the most part, I am basically almost packed all this side from top to bottom, aside from these small little things, which is just tape, marker, trash, some PJs for the night. That's gone. Up there is all gone. Everything in here is gone. Everything in this drawer is gone, aside from some undies and some bras. Everything in there is gone. But welcome back to my closet. That was a huge disaster. If you guys saw Chino's video, if you guys are new and haven't known me very long, but are now subscribing or are recently subscribing and don't know what happened, my house recently got broken into.
All my paintball gear was packed up. They went through that shit. Went through this. Nate let me borrow his gun. Shit is gone. My PlayStation is gone. They went through Val's bag. Tore that shit up. Some baby stuff that Val got. They tore through all of this. They tore up through here. Look at this shit. They went right to the closet, bro. I don't know what the fuck they were looking for, bro. Look at this shit. They twisted up the bed. Yeah, they even went through the bathroom. What the fuck were they looking for?
And when we got back, so basically, let me run this all back. So we had went to a little hangout / dinner rendezvous at Hallie's, and we were hanging out for quite a few hours. We got home around midnight. We didn't get any notifications. Normally, if people are passing by or whatnot, or coming up to our door, or everything like that, we have cameras set up all over the house. But mainly the front camera is what would notify us, or the back camera would notify us if anybody was coming onto our property, and would let us know, because we'd be able to see, we'd be able to put sirens, like all that stuff. I don't know how, or I just don't know how. I don't understand it. But I feel like these people must have been like pros at what they did. There's been a lot of robberies going on recently with everything that's been going on in our time today. It's just craziness, government-wise, just society-wise. Everything is just completely going backwards. It's insane. But we were not notified. There was no way that we would have been able to know that anybody was here, because the front camera was completely ripped off and we got absolutely no footage of the person from the front or the back. They broke in through our back editing room.
The window was open here, meaning that somebody went through
and entered our house, destroyed everything, searched through everything, took a lot of my things, which is weird because my boyfriend has the average size of a man's foot, and clothing wise, like the average size of what men buy. But for some reason, my Christian Louboutins, my first pair ever, it's funny because I never believed that brands were real because I didn't know that they were real. I thought that like TV series and like movies and all that made these things up to make like a certain life look lavish, I guess. But the nicest thing to me was shopping at Urban Outfitters or Zara. Like that was like, whoa, that's so nice, you know? Like before I met Chino, that was like what I thought. I didn't think that these type of heels or these type of brands or like Chanel or Gucci or Louboutins or Louboutins and Louis Vuitton. Oh my god, that's so confusing. I didn't think that any of these brands were actually real until I met Chino and I was around everybody and saw that like Balenciaga and all these things were like actually for real. That's when I started using some of my money that I have saved up throughout the years of me working to purchase items that was like, I would just ball out basically. But they stole my red bottoms and they took a lot of my shoes, my all black Balenci's. They took, I can't remember anymore. Like, we've said this so many times. They took 2 Gucci purses of mine, and one was a purse that my boyfriend's aunt gifted me after we helped renovate her home. But it was just a very special moment because that was Chino's grandmother who had passed. That was her purse, and so it had sentimental meaning behind it, which just sucked. It was just crazy to come back home. We walked in the game room, and normally the dogs will rummage through our things, but zippers were all the way undone, and like I thought Yumi had went into the game room and like, cause she normally jump on my desk, my gaming desk, and like take my plushies or like snacks or whatever that's on there and like destroy everything. So I thought it was initially her, but when we called for the dogs never pulled up. Like they hear us, they rush up. You know how dogs are. They come and greet you immediately. That didn't happen. We saw Ace's ring, this gold ring that belonged to Ace, on the floor in the game room, which was weird because when we picked it up, we were like, huh, that's weird. Like, what is this doing here? And he's like, this was in my room. Like, why would that be in here? And so Ace told us to get out the house, and he said, I'm gonna like do a scan through the whole house. He went through the whole house, and it was a mess, and he was like, yep, we got robbed. And that's when we went through the house ourselves, saw everything in the disaster state that it was. And everyone knows, and if you don't know, now you know, but I have really bad anxiety. My heart was jumping out of its chest. I was like, this is the first time that I've ever experienced anything like this ever, like being robbed, like someone invading your space. And like right now, even telling the story, I'm a little shaky. Sorry if the camera's just moving around. But yeah, it was just a very surreal feeling. It felt very violating. It felt very unsafe. There was a whole like basically week that we couldn't sleep. Once like detectives came, the police came, they took their time, because I mean, we're alive. They know that our house was robbed. Everything's basically good aside from our house being fucked up. And so they took their sweet time to come to the house, which is fine. They got here, we gave them our statements, we showed them around, they took pictures of everything. We told them the things that was missing. Then like 4 days later, a fingerprinter came and like, or they call them forensics. The forensic people came and dusted for prints. And since the break-in, we've been looking for places to stay, like a new spot, all that. It's just been crazy. Going to apartment, townhomes, different like running through our options. Should we move farther? Should we stay here? Should we go back to like this area or that area? Should we just move to Arizona? Like, it's been such a stressful time, but what's making it easier is knowing that we're good, we're alive. They pepper sprayed freaking Kira's eye, which sucked.
If you guys see Kira's right eye, are you okay? Kira's right eye is like hurt. You okay, baby? Sit. Kira, sit. Come here. You okay?
That was probably like the worst of the worst thing that could possibly happen. It's them coming into our home, not only stealing our items and vandalizing everything, but hurting one of our dogs is just insane. Like I don't know the type of person that would even do that. Like, that is next level weird. And on top of that, the weirdest thing that we recently discovered that they took was all of our forks are gone. I was trying to make noodles yesterday, and all of our forks are gone. It makes no sense, but yeah, all our forks are just gone. It's weird. It's the weirdest thing ever. What's been keeping us sane is that we do have the option to leave. Our landlord has been nice enough to give us like this time to figure everything out and pack our things up and go. Now, whether we're all going to stay in like a trio division and move together somewhere, or if it's going to just be for me and Chino and our dogs, is yet to be decided. But we've looked at all our options, and we're just kind of figuring it out, man, honestly. Also, thank you guys so much for just checking in on us and sending prayers our way. It literally means the most. It's definitely been probably one of the toughest times, second toughest time, I guess, in my life. First in our lives together. it's just been crazy. Thank you guys so much for just supporting us and make sure that we're okay. Look, I will show you guys what's all been done now. So I do have a lot of things. So everything in these boxes are mine. Everything in here is gone. Everything in here aside from some like makeup, lotion, face cleaner, and toothbrushes, eye contact cases, you know, some regular hair stuff, face washing things, flat iron, blow dryer. Those things are still out, but for the most part my stuff is gone. Nothing in here. Everything's basically packed up. My snake is shedding right now, so his eyes are like coated, but yeah, he's shedding. I don't know if you can see his skin right there, but it's shedding. And let me show you guys what the house is looking like right now. So the living room's still the same. We're just gonna have to get moved somehow. That's gonna get brought down. And boxes galore, really. All these boxes I still gotta get filled up. The kitchen is now being worked on, which you can't see because the lights are off. But the kitchen is getting packed up. Everything's getting packed up. And the laundry is now clean. I just gotta get packed up. The game room is basically done, almost. Ciao, hi Pikachu, sorry. This is everything and what it looks like. That's some stuff in there that's gotta get brought down, obviously. My game setup has to get put away. All my plushies, everything that was hanging on the walls are now in boxes. All of our pops in boxes. Yep, sorry Peeks, you want the lights off?
Yeah.
All right, in the dark you go. But yeah, this whole trying to figure out where we're gonna stay at has been a very stressful experience. Hopefully soon we find the place that's meant for us for this next chapter in our life. It's kind of like a cleanse, really, like we're out with the old and with the new, just kind of taking it all in at whatever the life journey brings to us and yada yada yada, all that good stuff. And then hopefully after this, everything kind of just goes back to normal. I'll be back to my regular uploading. My headspace has been a little bit more better as far as like my mental health has been. There's just been so much that has happened, and I have so many more videos in my phone that I have to edit. But for now, this is just an update on everything that's been going on. Subscribe if you're new, and if you feel the vibe here, you know, despite all this bad stuff that's happened, somehow you always have to find the light at the end of the tunnel, you know, and think of the positive aspects of it all, and that the journey is only gonna get better. There's no good times without the bad times, right? So just gotta be positive and take it for what it is, as unfortunate as the situation may be. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. Just know that we're figuring it all out. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't stress out too much for us. That's the last thing that we want. We are trying to stay sane. So thanks for just being around and being positive aspects in our life. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys like, comment, whatever you guys think down below, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.